Derek Jeter's first contract was worth $0. It was a contract with his parents, and he was required to sign it every year as a kid. Before each school year, Jeter's parents would outline their expectations for him in a contract. It had clauses such as no drugs, no alcohol, no arguing, respect girls, meet curfew, etc. And Derek would have to sign it. If he violated the contract, there'd be no baseball. Jeter would go on to become what's called the captain, a New York Yankees legend and an MLB Hall of Fame. These contracts are how it all started. There are a few timeless lessons that I think we can all learn here in both raising a superstar kid and becoming a superstar yourself. Lesson number 1, success isn't an accident. It doesn't just happen. As a kid, Jeter didn't understand the contracts. To him, they were just a hokey thing that his parents did. But over time, he saw the intention behind them. It built the framework for success, he said. He learned that successful people aren't that way by accident. They've worked on it. They intentionally grew into it. And lesson number 2, accountability is trained, it's nurtured. Everyone would agree, accountability is essential, but you're not born with it. It's a character trait that is taught and nurtured. This was the primary purpose of the contracts, Jeter said. Accountable people become successful people. And lesson number 3, stay grounded. Jeter quickly blossomed in baseball. By 18 years old, he was one of the best prospects in the country. The Yankees drafted him number 6 overall in the 1992 draft, but his parents didn't let that get to him. Even as a high school senior, he had to obey the contract or he wouldn't be allowed to play. It taught us to stay grounded, Jeter said. All 3 of these lessons are grounded in a common theme: accountability. There are 2 primary types of accountability: accountable to yourself and accountable to others. Let's briefly discuss each and how you can use them to develop your kids or your team. Number 1, being accountable to yourself. Goals are meaningless without a commitment to do the work. That commitment is built on personal accountability. So, how do you develop personal accountability? Here are a few common strategies. A, you can have an accountability partner who helps you stay accountable to yourself. B, you can make your goals public to create a sense of social pressure to hold you accountable. And C, you can use tracking systems like the achievement management system inside of your Living Your Best Year Ever journal. You can use the high performance dashboards taught to you inside Insane Productivity. Whatever strategies you use, being accountable to yourself is essential. Plan what you need to do to accomplish your goals. Do what you plan and then do that consistently. I know that sounds simple, and it is. And I know that most people don't do it. They don't actually plan their year, their quarter, their month, their week, and their day. And thus they can't do what leads to success, and consistency is obviously impossible. Progress is random, unpredictable, erratic, and unreliable. Simple. Plan, do, be consistent. Number 2, being accountable to others. Being accountable to others creates trust. Trust is the foundation of all relationships. In a team, you're accountable to your teammates. In a family, you're accountable to your spouse and kids. At work, you're accountable to colleagues and customers. Specifically, you're accountable for fulfilling your responsibilities. When you do this, you become indispensable. Jeter's contract is an example of him being accountable to his parents. Training hard during summer conditioning is you being accountable to your teammates. Doing high-quality, detailed, and professional work is you being accountable to your customers. Following through on projects is you being accountable to your colleagues. Nobody becomes their best without a team. Uphold your commitments to others. So, let's quickly recap. 3 timeless lessons from the captain. Number 1, build a framework for success. Number 2, hold yourself accountable to it. And number 3, stay grounded. And all these are rooted in personal accountability and being accountable to others. Build the discipline of being accountable. Accountable people become successful people.